Your boy Boogie Cousins.
Ooh,
Boogie Cousins went down, got hurt in Vegas. He has torn his ACL.
I thought what happened in Vegas stayed in Vegas.
Nah,
His ass about to stay in Vegas.
not not in the case of Boogie. And this kind of
So what
hurts.
was he doing? He was playing ball, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it looked like pickup ball, but a lot of these guys do play pickup ball, but they play with other professional athletes.
Right.
So it's not like he was playing at the local YMCA.
Right.
But it looked to be, like a non-contact kind of thing went down, and that was that. But so this comes on the heels of the torn Achilles, a torn quad during the season that he came back for, and now the ACL is torn. So he's down. And so he was on a one-year tender, so he'll get paid this year probably by the Lakers. But what happens for Boogie? Is Boogie out of the league now? What do you think?
Is he going to be out for the whole year?
I think he's done this year. After everything that's happened, the problem.
I would leave him down. If he were under my management,
yeah,
I would leave him down for a year and a half.
I feel like he really wanted.
But that might not necessarily be the extent of his injury, where it's going to require a year and a half recovery. But I would want to be extra careful now.
I feel like he really pressed to get back because he was close to that big contract, and he got hurt and wanted to prove that he deserved it and wanted to be a part of this big free agency frenzy. And I think the Achilles, then the quad, and he forced himself to come back in the finals, which actually didn't really hurt him there. But when you start to have so many injuries, one injury you can compensate for. Second injury, third injury, it's just
well,
not
it's
good.
the compensation for the injury that
Right.
brings on the next injury.
Right. So he's got.
That's why I'd say leave him down for a year and a half. Let everything get healthy. Let him get as strong as possible. Bring him back and start working his way in. I would look at him now as a player that a team who is trying to build for the future should invest in.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We're not going to be that good. But you know what? Let me put you on like a 3-year deal.
I can see that.
At
Something
like
reasonable.
10 a year.
Which he'll
where
take.
You can basically rehab for a year and a half, come back, get acclimated for half a season,
Yeah.
and then that third season, do your thing. By that time, we might have accumulated a couple of draft picks, and we might present an opportunity where we're good enough for you to want to stay and lead.
I really think, and I don't know how much he puts into this now, he needs to evaluate himself like from a scientific perspective. For example, hear me out. Nutritionist, you got to figure out you got the right protein in your body. Are you wearing the right shoes? Body mechanics, massage therapists. We're talking cryotherapy. Like everything's on deck right now while he's trying to get his body back. And he needs to figure it out. Now, the other thing the thing I like about Boogie, if he doesn't come back, I doubt he won't come back, but you don't really find a player like him with that combination where he can bang in the post, he's got a soft touch around the basket, and then he's got this motor that just, it won't stop. Like he can shoot lights out from the outside. Right. So you put all those skill sets together, and I mean, Boogie is a rare talent. I also appreciate the fact that very few players speak their mind. He's very interesting in the interview. Tells you exactly what he wants to hear. Sometimes it's a little colorful, but I appreciate that. You got to have those kind of guys. You got to have your Rasheeds and your Oakleys and your Lambeers and your Draymonds and your Boogies, because that's what that's part of the element of why you watch the game, because there is a personality connected with it. And so I think he showed this last year that, a lot of the reputation that he had of being a knucklehead and stuff like that, I think that a lot of that's out of the window, and I think a lot of people are pulling for him. So I hope he can get it together at the end of the day.